Bow! What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning into the Nick and Mal Show. I am Nick Johnson, one half of the Nick and Mal Show, and across from me is Mally Guala in the motherfucking building. Yo, by the way, I'm gonna try my very. You first of all, you did not iron that T-shirt.
I didn't iron this T-shirt. It was folded.
Okay, respectfully.
You know I put an iron to your T-shirt.
Ooh.
You talking about, nigga?
Listen, I'm gonna try. I want to have a very somber tone this podcast, so I'm gonna try not to yell as much. We also got our what happened? We also got our boy in the building, Jinzu.
Boom, 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 boom,
You
boom.
always saying Jinzu,
Come on.
bro. It's Ginzu.
I'm
We're
from
at the Caribbean
Trinidad.
party right now.
I'm from Trinidad. That's how we say it in Trinidad.
Yo, in Trinidad, y'all go boom, boom, boom.
That's Jamaican.
I know what y'all do though.
Bring that ass over here, shorty. That's,
Come
that's what
on,
we
come on.
say.
Y'all don't, bring that ass over here, shorty.
Yeah.
Bring that ass over here, shorty. That's too long, bro. They got to be something that gets you going.
What's boop 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 for though? Like
To
in
get
what
you
situation?
DJing, party.
You remember I left Trinidad when I was 13, so I never really partied much.
I feel like that's a stereotype.
How's that stereotype?
It's like they don't really say that. Like, you know how people be like bumbleclot? Like, people from the islands don't be really saying that.
Jamaican
they be saying
niggas-
like Rossclot. They say like Maramhole.
Marama. Yo, aren't you? Yeah, he is. He is from the islands.
You Jamaican?
No, I'm not Jamaican.
Where are you
but
from?
like my family's from Antigua, from the Virgin Islands.
Oh, you guys are actually a Commonwealth of England, right? British.
Yeah, UK. Yeah, they be driving on the right side.
In
Over there
Trinidad
in
too.
Virgin Islands?
Oh, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
word.
But are you guys still under the Commonwealth of Great Britain?
I don't know. I'm American, bro.
Respectfully. Now, I've been, because like, have you guys heard about like the Prince Harry, Meghan Markle whole debacle of lately?
Nah,
I have not been hit
Actually,
like
I
that.
seen him talking. I seen her talking to Oprah, and I'm like, this bitch. Seriously.
I mean,
But talk about it.
So essentially what happened is she had an interview with Oprah where they came out and said a bunch of things. Among those things, she said that a royal senior official came up to her and was like, hey, we don't think we could grant your son a royal title because he might be a little bit too dark-skinned to be a prince in a royal family. Which, by the way, I don't have an issue with. Right?
Damn.
No. I'm going to tell you why I don't have an issue with it, right? Because racism is only a function of the society we live in. We know America. We know the history America has been through with race, so race is a touchy subject. If you are a European family and you don't believe a black person should fucking be at the head of that, that's on you. You feel what I'm saying? Just like if if Fred Hampton and the leaders of the Black Panthers Party didn't believe a white guy should be the leader of the Black Panther Party, that is your prerogative. You feel me? Am I losing y'all on that, or is that stupid?
I mean, we could just agree to disagree. But,
So do you think the Black Panthers will let a white man be the head of that organization?
Nah.
That's a hard question. I'm not gonna lie. That's a good analogy. Hold on, let me flip this. You know what I'm saying? Let me drop my gems for y'all. That's a hot analogy what you just stated though. And you do have a point of stating, they're not wrong for thinking that.
They're not. They are a white family in Europe. If that's you, that's you. But we understand the current climate of race.
But my son love that thing though. You know what I'm saying? He love his black woman.
Mm-hmm.
He love his black woman. So
He
I'm
love
saying
his
the family.
lady.
So is the family wrong though for not accepting that? They didn't allow their
accepted her.
son to like who he loves.
No, they accepted it.
They did?
They just said that we don't think we could grant your son, your soon to be born son, a royal position because he's black. But that's not the issue. No, honestly, my issue with it is a lot of white people. I forgot that Laura Ingraham and Fox. They were all saying like, "Hey, she's lying, she's lying," and honestly, that pissed me off because I'm like, who the fuck is a white lady to tell a black woman, hey, no, you did not experience racism. That is not what, or you didn't experience that. They didn't tell you that. Like, who the fuck are you? You feel me? There was another article in the New York Post of a lady, and she's questioning her claims of racism. That's just a lack of self-awareness for a white person to go tell a black person, hey, no, you didn't experience racism. Or you didn't experience what they said. You feel me?
Yeah, it's kind of what it is.
But other than that, I thought, you know what I mean? I thought what she said was, yeah, I mean, you got to take their word for it, man. It sounds like y'all don't give a fuck about the royal family or this story, so.
It's not even that. Honestly, I think it's, I understand where you're coming from. You correlate it to the Black Panther Party, but like you correlate to the Black Panther Party saying that how would it look if a white person came to the Black Panther Party and then a leader, now you got a light-skinned kid in a Black Panther Party, he's not 100% black. That's a great example, great analogy. But me personally, I'm like, well, the world is changing, and it might be a time for a change to see a light-skinned brother in there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to all the light-skins, because the light-skins took an L. The light-skins was hot for 3 months, and then the dark-skins came in, you know what I'm saying? People like Charlemagne started coming out the woodworks, Kanye West, fucking Kim K, the girls started loving the dark-skinned brothers. But this might be a way for the light-skinned brothers to get, to get the up on the dark-skinned brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what girls be doing, like, they be, watching, they be clicking on, BBC and shit, and it's only dark-skinned brothers. So that's why we had the up. But they started thinking like, yo, the Black Power movement, right? Black Lives Matter movement. How can we correlate that over here in the UK? So they got a light-skinned lady, but they didn't want the dark-skinned brothers to win, not yet. So they got the light-skinned lady with the white guy to have a light-skinned kid to make him more powerful, so the light-skins could seem more powerful than the dark-skinned brothers, so people can have more light-skinned kids and then recreate more white people. Because light-skins would date light-skins, and then they just get lighter and lighter. Like Drake. Drake's a perfect example. Drake is extremely light. We're going to say Drake is black. He got a white girl. His kid look white. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
That's part of Neanderthal human interbreeding.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, so they're trying to reverse it. And then that's what they're trying to do.
Like, the purity of black skin become a little bit lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter.
Mitochondria. Niggas gotta think geometry.
Yo, he loves saying that.
I don't even think he remembers what he just said.
I can tell you again if you want me to.
I'm listening.
People, y'all want to hear it again? All right, so look.
He said it like somebody was about to answer.
I'm on live right now. Shout out to my people tuned in. I just dropped them a gem. No, that's a fact though. What I just said. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to reverse breed.
I don't think
it's
anyone
genetic
planned
warfare,
that,
bro. It's coon guerrilla warfare.
But shout out to the royal. I don't know. The royal family seems like it's very. It was very romantic.
Big ups to Uncle Jack. Uncle Jack said he should have just brought Queen Latifah home to the palace. Shout out to Uncle Jack for that, man.
Yo, that is hilarious, son. Uncle Jack, what's up, man? We about to have the Uncle Jack cooking video dropping soon. You feel me?
Yeah, that's a big ups.
And I'm happy Uncle Jack is not here because he probably got some real hot takes about Miss Markle, Meghan the Markle. He definitely don't like her.
I don't even know who that is.
Let's pod though, bro. Put that shit down, bro. Get that shit out of my face. I think it's pod. That's hella awkward, bro.
I was like tight.
But
yeah, we about to holla at y'all though.
I don't know. I just been like the fucking the royal family is really attractive to me. I don't know what it is. Like I've been in awe about them. Just watching them, like think about it, bro. A king and a queen in 2021.
Yeah, that should derive from Africa, though.
Talk to me.
Like
everything derives from Africa.
Yeah, it's just like all right. So like, I kind of feel you on that because I feel like you know how like with Adolf Hitler and then like their style of clothing and all that. Like the I think it was the creative director of Chanel was like making like Nazi like clothing. You feel me? So if you look at like Nazi clothing and all that, you be like, yo, like these niggas got swag. You feel me? So I feel like I kind of feel you on the same way when you're talking about the royal family. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like there's like some sense of weird purity within it.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope to look at. Just to see them walking around like, and just to see a group of a family walking around that's like, number one, their history is deep, and that's why they take it so seriously because not so far. I think during World War II, Queen Elizabeth's whole family was killed. A part of her family that lived in Russia, the Russian Empire, they got overthrown and they were slaughtered in their house, heads cut off and everything. So it's like it's a very real thing. Like we look at it as like, oh, king and queen, but just 100 years ago, these motherfuckers was running the countries, mobilizing the army and the military. And it's just now to see descendants of that.
But what happened? So they got slaughtered. Then what happened?
They got slaughtered, and there's no more Russian monarchy.
Oh, so Queen Elizabeth was Russian?
No. So this is how it is, right? So the whole of Europe, each country or however it was divided, I'm not very well versed on this, they had their own monarchs. And they're all related because, for example, if you are the Russian monarch, I'm the English monarch, I have a little kid, you have a kid, we want our kids to marry each other because we don't want them to marry in a bum off the street.
Facts. Facts.
So after 100 years, guess what? All the monarchs are related. For example, Prince Philip, who is Queen Elizabeth's husband, is her cousin. He's the Prince of Greece. He was from the Greek monarchy.
Oh, okay.
So I'm European. My last name is Philip.
His first name is Philip.
Oh, word.
Well, all right. So that happened. Keep going. I'm trying to understand what happened.
So their family was slaughtered, and their family was slaughtered.
Who slaughtered them again?
Rebels. The country was overtaken.
All right, and this is what, England?
No, this is in Russia.
Oh, monarch. You said so? The monarchs got slaughtered.
Yeah, the kings, the queens, the
All
princes,
of them got slaughtered.
the family. They rounded them up, took them to a faraway house, had them there for like a day, then took them to the basement and killed them, cut their heads off.
Damn, so they all got killed.
And the crazy part about it is Queen Elizabeth's grandfather, that was his first cousin, right? So Queen Elizabeth's grandfather, they sent, like the Russian king, he sent a letter saying, hey, I need asylum in England. Cousin, brother? He said, no, you can't come here because we're dealing with our own struggles. Our people are trying to start an uprising. We can't have that bad press of us accepting a Russian king who everyone hates. Said no to his cousin. They got killed like a few days later.
Bro.
When his cousin could have been safe.
And this is 100 years ago?
I'm not too sure on the date. It was a while. It was a century, two centuries ago.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Because you saying that, bro, this shit is crazy, bro. People are evil. Like, powerful people are evil. So let me finish. Because when I was in school, right, shout out to UC, and we were learning about Asia and, like, you know, their royal families and everything. Niggas, 10-year-old cousins was killing their uncle who was like the king or whatever you call it over there, the monarch. Mm-hmm. You know, like cousins killing cousins, brothers killing brothers just to be powerful.
Powerful facts. That's
so homeboy just
homeboy
denied his cousin because he's like, yo, I have to focus on England right now. Like, it doesn't look right. And motherfuckers like, what? You trying to violate? It's like, no, bro, I gotta focus on this. Mm-hmm. I'ma kill you. Bro,
but he didn't kill him though. He didn't kill him. He just, it's like this, right? And it's a little different from what you're saying. Yes, power is crazy, and yes, a lot of people was killing their cousins and shit just for power. This is like me and my kids are in the inside of this room. There are rebels out there with guns and knives, and your brother and his kids are on the outside of that door running from those rebels with the guns and knives. Are you going to open that door to potentially save your brother, but also potentially get his family killed along with your family? Or you can lock that door, say, brother, I'm sorry, you're dead, but my family is safe.
And that's what they was doing.
And that's why they say the throne is all about survival. That's why England is the only last monarchy running, because their main focus was on survival.
Okay, so how did they survive?
So they survived by saying, no, you can't come. And at that time, and this is why we all know who the king and the queen is, and we've seen them a bunch of times. Before, they were like no one knew who they were, no one seen them. You might know the king because he's a figurehead, but they weren't public figures. He was like, listen, we need to win the people back. How do we do that? We go out and meet them. And that's when the royal family got into being this famous family that everyone knew, and they were celebrities, and media was going to come around. You know, I think it's King Louis the IV or something like that is the guy who started it. And then down the line, they each just kept adopting it. Right? And so this is how Queen Elizabeth came to power. I'm sorry, am I boring you right now with all this royal talk?
Listening, bro.
Queen Elizabeth, her father, which is King Bertie, right?
Shout out to King Berthy. Big
King
up.
Berthy. By the way, my uncle name is Berthy, and that's the first time I ever
King
heard that
Berthy.
name. Yo,
That's
by the way,
crazy.
shout out to my uncle Kempes. You know what I mean? He watches the episodes. He hit me up. He said he wants a shout out. So shout out to you. Shout out to the whole Thomas family.
That costs $25 for that shout out though.
Come on, Uncle Kempes. 25 TT. We got you.
I do be.
But I love you. You know what I mean? I love the whole family. And no funny shit. He was talking to me about just like building a Thomas legacy, and that just put me in a different mindset. You know what I mean? Because I do want to build a legacy for my whole family. So shout out to my whole family. Shout out to Uncle Kembis. Love y'all. Even though I don't see y'all every day. You know what I mean? No love lost. So Queen Elizabeth, her father was Berthy the king. He wasn't supposed to be king. His older brother was the heir prince, and he had this little shorty that he wanted to keep smashing, but she had a husband. And the king, their father, said, listen, either you stop smashing shorty or get the fuck out. Nigga said, I'm going to keep smashing shorty. I don't want to be king.
I want that wild. Okay.
This shit is too spicy. He was like, it's too spicy.
She's sucking it upside down.
And that's how King Berthy came to be king. He died at, I forgot what age he died at. And Queen Elizabeth came to be queen at 25 years old.
Okay.
She's now 99.
That's crazy.
Wait, hold on now. You said Queen Elizabeth's bloodline got killed.
Yeah.
What happened to her?
No, her family in Russia, distant family, like your cousins that live in Queens.
The family in Russia got wiped out.
No, yeah, her family was good. Her grandfather was the one that said, "No, y'all can't come in here because I'm conserving." She wasn't born.
You're just saying they was trying to run away. The Russian monarchs.
Yes.
It's the night. It's like you about to get your dick chopped off and shoved in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
And I'm so like no funny shit, bro. Queen Elizabeth was so beautiful, son.
Damn, now I know why
eat
you said that WAP is so
Bro,
powerful though.
I'm telling you right now, Queen Elizabeth is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life.
I think Betty White looks prettier.
Betty White, the old lady, Betty Crocker?
Nah, like Betty White, the actress.
I don't know who that is, but Queen Elizabeth, you gotta think she's
Sarah J.
No, Queen Elizabeth is
mid.
Queen Elizabeth is an 8. Naturally, she's an 8.
So you think that's hot? That's an 8.
She's a royal nigga. She
But
gets
you
paid $100 million a year for doing nothing.
But if you're saying that she's valid, don't you think that's a 10? You said she's an 8.
I think
I'm saying she could be an 8, but with all the other shit, she's still gonna be the baddest bitch I've ever seen. I think she's a 10.
Well, aren't you basically what you're stating over there is the same thing saying Kamala Harris is 8, but she makes $100 million, so that makes her a 10.
Kamala Harris does not make $100 million. Twitter fact check Malcolm, please.
Jack Dorsey.
But yeah, that shit is. I don't know. I'm just real.
Nah, you been into that because remember homeboy from what the Dubai dude? Yeah, like nigga is hanging around people in suits. This dude flipping his turban. Talk about it, Nick. You know what I told me, and I'm like, yo, everyone gotta go like this. This dude is.
So Mohammed bin Salman, right? He's the head prince of like, I don't know what is this? Is this Saudi Arabia?
Saudi Arabia, is that it?
Yeah, Saudi Arabia.
Right.
Yeah. He's the prince. He's about to be king soon. His father is 85. He's sick. He's probably gonna pass away soon. But he's the leader, right? And he actually was ordered. Well, they're claiming that he ordered the murder of Jamal Khashoggi, which was like an American columnist. You know what I mean? He wrote articles and stuff for American newspapers. But he's from Saudi Arabia, and he was close with the prince. But he started like saying bad things about them, and he walked into an embassy in Istanbul.
Yes, sir.
Walked into an embassy, and to this day he hasn't walked out.
Oh shoot. GG's.
Damn. So he was murdered.
Crazy.
But Mohammed bin Salman, like he just come in and everyone's wearing suits and he wearing his Muslim garb. You know what I mean? And that shit just looks cool.
That shit is fire.
Fire.
Calm shit. Like
I wonder if it's disrespectful if we all get one and rock that shit for Halloween. That's I've never worn a Halloween costume before. That's about to be my Halloween costume this year.
You want to know why? I'm gonna just relate it all back to Africa, bro. That shit's in the Middle East, you feel me? Middle East is a part of Africa, bro. With the Pangea effect, we all one. Like, we all Africans, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, nah, it's not wrong. I was talking to my mans a few days ago. Shout out to Angel. He was like, I was like, yo, you think it's disrespectful for me to wear a turban? He was like, nah, it isn't. And he told me the same thing. You feel me?
Respectfully.
Yeah. But for Halloween, I feel like you could just wear it whenever. But if you want to wear it for Halloween, then shit, yeah.
Yeah, Halloween
just say
is
like
valid.
you a king or something. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you don't gotta be like, oh, like I'm a Muslim. You feel me?
That's a good way to look at it, because then they're gonna respect you more with your costume. You're not making fun of no one. Nah, you feel like a king. Kings really wear this. Like, I think your name is King Solomon of Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Come on. Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying?
Saudi Arabia.
There was some girl on Twitter. I was a youngin', right? And you know, I was young. She was a little older. I never met her. You know, you see people on social media, on Twitter. She was very attractive. I just realized what her name means. Her at name was Shorty Arab. Saudi Arabia, Shorty Arab.
Marco.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta go though. I'll see y'all later.
W's in the chat.
GG's, yes, big W's. Very big up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Jamaicans out there.
Yo, real
and
quick,
Shorty Arabs.
For people that might have seen your real interview before this drops, what does GG mean again? Tell the people.
All right, GG's in the chat.
Yeah, because Scala don't know.
All right. Well, GG's just means good game, because that's what like Twitch streamers be saying. So like, you know, Twitch streamers or like YouTubers that be playing video games, like when they win or lose, it's like showing good sportsmanship. Right. So like after you win a game or you lose a game, just like GG's, like good game. But I just use that as a reference for like GG's as to where like, oh, like you got zoned or like something good or bad happened. Like, damn, bro, like that's tough. Like GG's.
Good game.
Good game.
GG's, bro. Because life is a game, to be honest.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Life is, for me, I play football, so life is no more than football. And you know what I mean? I have a crazy story for y'all. Tell me if y'all think this was set up or complete coincidence, right? So there's this guy called Christopher Buggs, and he was accused, right? Not yet convicted, accused of a murder in 2018, where he was outside of a bodega, and he was arguing with this guy. Shit escalated. The guy got shot. It actually came out that the guy himself was a convicted murderer. Now, is it murder if you kill a murderer and y'all was in a heated argument? Because this, like, no funny shit. If you know a nigga is a murderer and you got a legal weapon on you and y'all arguing and niggas getting heated, shouldn't you already be on self-defense mode right there? If he's a convicted murderer?
That's a fact. If you know his past, yeah. If you know who you argue with.
That's what I'm saying.
Just gotta blick that nigga.
Rest in peace.
So should a murderer,
ethically
and legally, should a murderer be stripped of their right to be murdered?
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
Should a murderer be stripped of their right to be murdered? Like, if you killed the nigga already, I would think it's safe to say that morally no one cares if you get murdered. Right? Am I often saying that?
Yeah. I think it's straight. Like, it's like,
I don't want to offend anybody.
Nah,
who you offending?
Murderers?
You scared?
No, I'm not scared, but I'm just saying I hope it doesn't come off as like inconsiderate. Because I guess people do pay their dues when they go to prison. But at the same time, if you're a murderer, no one cares if you get murdered.
I guess like a good example of that is the TV show Dexter. You remember that TV show? You remember that? Dexter, just like real quick, is like he was like a forensic scientist and like he was like murdering people, right? But he was he was murdering like people that was murdering people, right? Or doing crimes. So like it was kind of justifiable, you feel me? Because he's like, all right, bro, this person is killing like 5 or 10 niggas. I'm a forensic analysis, so I'm gonna just like do some devious shit to him, and they not gonna find out. Calm shit. Yeah.
So Christopher Buggs.
And also too, I want to mention another thing too. This kind of sounds fucked up too, but niggas keep saying the world is overpopulated. So if we got niggas killing niggas or doing bad shit, like the world is overpopulated. So like we need these degenerates out of here. You feel me? Who's a degenerate though? Like those people that's like doing unethical shit, like killing, raping. Yeah. How small of a percentage is that though? Is that going to affect anything? I mean, it's going to help though. That's a fact though. Yeah. So save a little. You'll probably get an apartment $50 cheaper if we were supposed to get rid of all the murderers and rapists. That's true. What are you injecting with? Like 3 strands of COVID? All 3 strands? Brazilian? All 4 African?
And the UK shit?
Yeah, I don't say that's good.
One in the foot, one in the neck, one in the back of the head,
If you
one in
beat
the
it,
butt.
you beat it. If you beat it, you beat it.
You think you beating that?
I beat COVID already.
But you beating 4 strands of COVID
I had
once.
the 4 strains.
All in once.
I seen them. I seen it coming up to me. I'm like, hey, what you doing, nigga? Cut it out, COVID. Covina.
COVID.
You're a Tatiana. You been hitting everybody.
Come on. Ooh, she really has been. That bitch
My
spread it
bitch
everywhere.
Tatiana like COVID. She hitting everybody.
Okay.
My
Giving
bitch
them
like
back pain. Come on, tell them about the pain.
I said
Body aches, back pain.
Yo, bro, let me finish my fucking
Your
rap.
breath stink. Go ahead, finish it.
My bitch like COVID. She a Tatiana. She hitting everybody.
Everybody.
My gun like a trampoline. It's catching hella bodies. This shit a manslaughter, but I'm about to catch a homie.
Okay.
That's my homie. I'm about to go catch a homie.
Ooh,
You know how niggas from California said homie instead of homie? I pull up with a nigga with a 50. He don't even know it's on me. I pull up on a nigga with a AK. He don't even know I got it. I bust that shit off. It's a silencer. They don't even know I shot it. Pull up on a nigga with a red light, but I ain't trying to stop it. Hit a nigga, he took flight. Nigga in the cockpit. Come on, son.
Nah, you smashing.
Niggas is hating.
Bro, Nick not the one ball hitter quitter no more. That I know him as,
I've been
bro.
rapping lately. Stop fucking playing me.
Off the dome.
But back to Christopher Buggs though. So as I said, he allegedly murdered the guy. He was in Rikers Island, and during a court hearing, he said to the judge who just denied him bail, "Yo, suck my dick."
Some New York shit.
He said to the judge, "Suck his dick." The judge said, "Sir, you are going to be penalized for that." He then responds and says, "I don't give a fuck about no penalty. Suck my dick."
Yo.
Damn.
Oh wait,
I swear to God. But that's not the end of the story. So he obviously had a charge for that, right? So he got charged with that, whatever it may be. Mind you, the dude was in prison for 2 years. He goes back to Rikers, and the clerks see the new charge. They say, okay, this charge, you probably get a month for this. They looked at him and said, okay, a month, he's been in here for 2 years, time served, let him out of prison. Mistakenly let an alleged murderer out of prison. Because they thought that when they seen the charge, they thought, oh, disorderly conduct, whatever it may be. Oh, you have 2 years in here? What the fuck? Get out. And they didn't realize till 12 hours later that they released a guy who was in prison for murder.
Yeah, they didn't even look at the old paperwork. They didn't even block his name, and they just seen,
Calm shit.
Yeah, this is what. Oh, this is nothing.
Look, hold on. Christopher Buggs, this is no cap. This story sounds crazy, right?
Yeah, it sounds crazy.
The craziest part about it, there was the same thing happened in LA on Monday. 2 dudes were mistakenly just let out of prison.
Same incident, just they seen the disorderly conduct.
Hold on, let me read. I actually read this one on paper. A murder suspect in California was mistakenly released from jail Tuesday, prompting cops to shut down LA highway during an hours-long manhunt, authorities said. Steven Manzano, who was charged with murder last March, was erroneously released due to a paperwork error after his arraignment Monday, law enforcement told the Los Angeles Times. Manzano, 23, left the county jail at 2:12 p.m. Tuesday and was spotted 30 minutes later by police near the 101 freeway but avoided capture.
Damn.
I don't think either of these were incidents. I think the shit was planned.
Planned for what?
I don't know.
To go kill people?
I don't know. I don't know why they let these murderers out.
Wait, I want to ask you this, because like the same way, like I want to flip the script vice versa. Like you see how that was like, they say that is accidental. Like, do you think like niggas is like accidentally like putting niggas in prison and giving them more time?
Yeah, I think that definitely happens a lot.
Right.
I was telling this story on the podcast like a week or two ago. There was this guy who was they thought he committed a rape because the lady who was raped thought it was him when she saw the lineup, right? The guy spent 11 years in prison, and then DNA evidence came out. I think this was in like 1998. DNA evidence had just came out because of the OJ trial. the dude seen the OJ trial on TV and heard them talking about this new thing called DNA testing. He's like, yo, get me that shit. And he got tested and he was released because it wasn't him. And him and that lady are best friends now. Because he's sympathetic to the fact that she was raped, and she's sympathetic and guilty to the fact that she put this guy in prison. Because she picked him out of a lineup, right? And then a month later, and then 3 years later, he brought the case to the courts again to say, listen, it is not me. It's the guy that is my cellmate. Randomly, his cellmate happened to be the guy who actually raped her, and they look just alike.
But did you hear this part, though? You know why she chose him, though, first?
Why?
Because he broke her heart in 9th grade.
That us?
Swear to God, bro. Y'all didn't hear that news part come out?
When did you hear that part? No. Well, what you got to tell me the name of the newspaper that printed that.
That did? What state did it happen in? I forgot.
In Connecticut.
Yeah, so whatever news. Shout
out to Paul, Connecticut.
Happened there. So yeah, she was trying to pay. It was payback. Like, yo, you really broke my heart. She was depressed all through high school, and he was there, and yeah,
pretty lady too, very pretty girl. Damn. That's actually a good point that you bring up, right? Meg Thee Stallion. We haven't heard anything about Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez in a very long time, right? And honestly, it's low-key looking like Tory Lanez might have been truthful. But I'm not even going to say it's looking like that. Let's assume that there's a 1% chance that Tory Lanez did not shoot Meg Thee Stallion. And Meg Thee Stallion purposely and knowingly lied about that situation. Does she deserve to face every single charge, the same amount of public scrutiny, and the amount of time that Tory Lanez would have been looking at if he actually committed that crime?
Feminism wouldn't allow that.
Fuck feminism. I'm asking. Do you think that should be the punishment for that crime?
Yeah. You know the definition of feminism, right?
Nah. But I'm just saying, like, her fans wouldn't allow that. But it's probably the mad moog people anyways. I'm cracking that joke.
Yeah, she got to, like, do the time, yo.
Mm-hmm. She got to do time.
Yeah.
Like, I've had this take about rape for a while now, bro. Like, I think if a man rapes a woman, that is one of the most devious, that's one of the most evil, that's one of the most just out there crimes that any man could commit. Forcefully putting yourself into a helpless woman for the most part. I think it is equally as bad if a woman falsely accuses a man of rape. You know why? Because you're implementing that man did that. Number one, he has to deal with the public perception of a rape being on his shit. He has to deal with the fact that what if he's convicted? Now his life is thrown away.
Wait, is the case like opening up or something?
What?
Like did something come out with her?
No, I was just thinking about this because we haven't heard about it in a while, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I was just thinking, what if she's lying? Because, bro, Tory Lanez is out living his life.
Yeah, that nigga is outside.
Unlike anybody who just shot the biggest pop star in the world.
But he did say it, though. He said that just because he's about to go independent, it makes sense because Megan Thee Stallion, obviously, is one of the hottest girls out there. One of the hottest artists out there.
And hottest girls out there.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? If she go to prison, she's going to be the kingpin. You know what I'm saying? Beating all the bitches up. She big as fuck. But basically, you know what I'm saying? Because you got me thinking now with that music shit, beatbox too. That was like, yo, he going independent. I'll fuck him up. We're going to have everyone love Meg Thee Stallion, everyone love woman, right? Especially if she's a black woman.
That's
make some shit up about Tory Lanez who's about to go independent, fuck his money up. He said it in a song, but it makes sense. That? Yeah, in the album, he justifies in like all those songs.
So who would conspire though? Like why
the
would
big boys?
Well, why would Meg Thee Stallion be down with that?
Money,
that's
bro.
Crazy.
That's the mansion party right there. Don't
oh my gosh, bro, this nigga's dumb.
What the fuck you do? I felt hella bi-curious. You know what's fucked up? I've had this bottle for about a week now, and I was on a train drinking this shit like that, and people was looking at me weird. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all?
Nigga, don't use that bottle. You gotta get this shit that it has a cap on it, all right, bro?
Gay?
Nigga, you look a little ass kid.
Nah, I think it's regular, bro. shit, nigga. I be wearing pink shit. Niggas be thinking I'm bi-curious.
Nah, but he
straight.
using mad mouth power to get some water out there.
Oh, nah, if it's mouth, like, yeah, that's like, pause, but it's too much for your jaw, like, personally. Like, just
Sucking that?
Like, are you getting, like, you trying to get a jaw exercise or like?
Yeah. You gotta be the best at everything you do.
I see what you're saying. I'm gonna just think about it in a positive aspect. Like, you need a jaw exercise, so that way when you eat a jaw now, like, it's lit.
No. I want to be able to suck dick good.
Yo, bro.
Yo, nigga, I'm super straight.
Oh, explain to us what that super straight shit is about.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Basically, what super straight is like.
Disclaimer: Nick Johnson does not want to suck dick. I'm trying to be funny for the podcast.
Nah, that was funny.
No, it's not.
I hope who get that, son.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Super straight.
Yeah, but I don't know like the exact definition, but basically like with super straight, it's like people that are like heterosexual, right? They have nothing against like homosexuality or like the LGBTQ community. It's just like putting more emphasis on just saying like, yo, I'm straight, I'm heterosexual, because some people are making claims that like, oh, just because I don't like women, like transgender women, they're thinking that I'm a transphobe. But I just like, yeah, you could say that.
That's idiotic, nigga.
It is.
I don't understand that argument. Like, if you don't like trans women, you are homophobic in some way. Like, no, I just don't like that.
We don't like them sexually.
Sexually, but they have to understand that you are a trans woman. You are not a woman. We can give you the title of woman, but you say it. I am a trans woman. Guess what? Beyonce is not a trans woman. She's just a woman. So, a new sex was created. I am all for it, but it is a new sex. My sex is woman.
This is why they say that we getting soft, because we don't like certain people. We're not allowed to not like someone.
We're not allowed to express opinions in America anymore.
Thank you.
That's a fact.
I don't like men that became women. I like you as a person. I don't have a friend that's transgender.
Bash.
If you want to be cool, if there are any transgenders out there that want to be Nick Johnson's friend, hey, let's kick it.
Yeah, same here, yo.
And honestly, don't bring none of that gender shit into racial, because that's that's different ball games right there. You understand?
Yeah, facts.
That gender shit, bro, it's two genders. If you feel some type of way, just write in the comment and comment about this show. You know what I'm saying?
Go,
all publicity
Mally.
is good publicity. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown ass man. I do
Mally
manly
feel the
things.
way he feels. I
You know what
like
I'm saying?
it.
It's two
That's a
genders.
fact.
That's a fact, though. It's a woman and a man. All that extra bullshit, bro, you weird. That's a fact.
Come on,
I have no
talk
problem with gay people too, like, because I'm thinking
Nah,
about
that's
it
a
this way.
fact.
Like, I just want to say this real quick before I talk about super straight. Like gay like men like have like certain like people realize that like, especially like feminist women, like they have like gay best friends, right? That's men, and y'all literally like have like the gay dude talking shit about women. Like, think about that. If I talk shit about women, they're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? But like, if I'm gay and I start talking shit about women with like my female friend, she's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm all for it." Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that shit don't make no sense at all.
Listen, I tell my mom that I talk shit about women because why shouldn't you be able to talk shit about a group of people?
That's a fact.
I talk shit about men. I'm gonna talk shit about women. I'm gonna make jokes about women that may come off as sexist, but it's a joke.
That should be funny though.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
You feel me? And also, right, not to get off topic, but I'm a feminist. All right.
Same.
And the definition of the word.
What is definition of feminist?
Google the definition. It's very simple. I think it's someone who supports equality of women. Simply, I am a feminist. This
I got you right now. You ready?
Go ahead. Read.
Oh yeah, you said it.
Go ahead.
But it says basically says like a person who supports feminism.
That you to get another one.
You can't.
I
got you right now. Feminism is the belief in full social, economic, and political equality for women.
Nick Johnson here.
I'm all for it too.
I'm not for it though.
Talk to me.
That's you.
Nah, because if a white dude had a business, right, and it goes into minority, he's just gonna have his wife as the CEO of the business so they could get that grant of being a minority business instead of helping colored people.
I think that thought is crazy.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but I just think I don't understand what you're saying. You gotta explain yourself. Are you saying that they give women grants because they're women?
Nah, I'll just correlate feminism to minority. But I think minority is just like black and Hispanic people, and it shouldn't be included with women. It should be your race.
Is it part of that though? Are they trying to do that?
People do that. They'll have their wife, let's say a white couple. There's nothing wrong with. I feel like everyone's simple, but people do it.
I didn't know that you could get special grants because you're a woman that owns shit.
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, women definitely have been.
I might get canceled because I don't know any research about feminism.
No, but I'm saying the women definitely have been oppressed in past. Women weren't able to vote until the early 1900s or late 1800s. Women weren't able to own property and all this different stuff.
None of that shit.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying though, it's a fact though. But one of the idiotic things is the wage gap. And we probably could go into a whole different episode about the wage gap, but I'm going to say it right now, from the minimal research I did, there's really no wage gap. What there is the fact that men make more money, number one, because, and this seems idiotic, right? They like to come at you when you use this. Women have kids, right? So automatically when a woman has a kid and she's out for the last month or so of her pregnancy, and then she gets maternity time off and she's not equally or compensated at all for that period, that's going to skew the numbers.
Bro, what woman that's getting a bag complaining about getting a bag though?
None.
Thank you. So go find a woman that's getting a bag.
High value woman.
Thank you. And woman, if you complain about the wage difference, go find a woman that's getting a bag. She not complaining about no wage difference.
Wait, say that again real quick.
I said that women, if you complain about the wage difference from men and women, go find a woman that's getting a bag and see if she's complaining about the bag. Please.
She's not.
Please. But look. If you find someone like Oprah, you understand that this is modern day slavery. She's just the face of it to get money. You know what I'm saying?
What? Wait, Oprah is a slave?
What happened?
Modern day slavery. You said Oprah.
Modern day slavery. You someone that has a lot of money already, a face, that's popular, and you make them push this agenda.
What is the agenda Oprah is pushing?
That there's a wage gap, but she's getting a bag. Motherfuckers is feeding her money to agree with it because a lot of people believe into it. You understand what I'm saying? If Oprah was like, there's no wage gap, a lot of people will hate her. She'll have less supporters. Yeah. So
social, that's the thing. You got to be politically correct, right?
Yeah.
The thing about, I'm not going to say there's not a wage gap. I'm going to say the ideas that current feminists, the far left or far right feminists, the people that go too hard, it's idiotic. Number one, it's a fact that women get pregnant. And this is a real issue about the wage gap is women don't want to be women anymore. What do I mean by that? When a woman gets pregnant and she has a child, you have to take time off to have your child. Men also work more hours than women on an average scale. Why? Because women have to go home usually to take care of kids, take care of older family members, and do house chores. Cook, clean, take care of the family, which is a woman's role biologically, evolutionary. They use that in the argument of a wage gap. And I'm like, sure, yes, you have to take care of the kids. Yes, you have to clean. Yes, you have to do that. That's just part of being a woman.
But yo,
evolutionarily speaking.
But yo, this is a tip for the men though. Make sure you help your woman though. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get that finai. That finai. If you don't know what that finai, you know what I'm saying? That wop.
But Mal, that's the issue though. And this is another issue. Women don't see themselves as part of a relationship anymore. That is the number one thing with the wage gap. Because another thing they argue, is that when a woman does have a child and she takes off, men get something called a fatherly bonus or whatever, right? A new child bonus. They get a bonus when they have a child.
Yo, I'm glad you said that. You got to reset that because I think a lot of people don't know that, and they won't go to HR and ask for that.
So
tell them that. That's a great tip.
When you have a child, you are eligible something called a new father bonus or whatever it may be. A good financial tip, right? But women, feminists, I'm not going to say women because all women don't agree with this crock of crap that some women be saying. And a lot of men push it too. It's not just women. This group of people. Right. women obviously can't work, so they lose a big chunk of their wage, right? When they have a kid, the man gets a chunk of that money. They use that as an argument of unfairness. Oh, we have a kid and we lose money. You have a kid and you gain money. Well, y'all supposed to be a fucking family. The idea is you have a kid, you can't make as much money, so they give your husband the money to bring home.
Yeah.
So he could stay at work. You have not
Exactly.
to work.
But they use this as part of the wage gap. They put these numbers into this so-called wage gap, Malcolm. We might have to delete this segment. You know why?
Why?
Because it's Women's Month and we probably shouldn't be talking about this.
Fuck.
We probably should talk about
Nah, this nigga's devious. Nah, that's a fact though, because niggas ain't give a fuck about Black History Month.
Niggas don't give a fuck about Black History Month, bro. Like, you're like forced to do something in schools. Like, that's what every time something like that happens though, I always go back to Nick saying, it's like, yo, what's the saying with segregation that you always say?
Segregation was a great idea, was poorly executed.
Yeah, bro. It's like, it's so poorly executed. Like, it's literally, I work in a school, but these kids should be learning two different things. Seriously, like it really boils down to that. You can't learn one thing in school because we get out of school and then we go, "Oh, I didn't know this," or let's go back to the people like our parents. You understand? Like there's some shit they didn't know, but we knew at this age because of the internet, but they didn't know until now because of the internet. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts. Different
races need to be taught different things. Why do you think the Jews have their own school? Because they need to be taught something differently. You're not American. You don't know American history. It says African American, but you shouldn't be learning stuff like this. Like, it's good to learn stuff like this, but you still need to learn Black people, Black history. So, you're right. People saying fuck Black History Month. I'm not saying fuck women.
Yeah,
we still respect women.
This is what I'm saying. Like, my mom called me, right? And she was like, "Hey, Nick, it's Women's Month. You got to say something on your podcast." And I'm going to say right now, happy Women's Month to all the women out there. I know we have a very small woman followership. We're looking to grow y'all, you know what I mean? Because I feel like y'all are sitting into a guy's conversation. And who knows, eventually we might have a woman in the studio with us being part of the show.
Not Mike.
To keep us balanced. We will have a woman
Facts.
just in the cut because women are to be seen.
I ain't having no woman on my show, bro. No, I'm wilding. That was a joke. It was the vibe of the show.
That's
yo, they gonna cut that segment out.
Yo, man, we don't like that.
Yeah, 10 years from now.
That's a talking point that Shorty gave you.
Yeah.
Mal, you cannot have any girls on the show. Putting my foot down. But yeah, man. So that anybody, right? The wage gap. I'm gonna do more research into the wage gap, and if I find that there's a way that women are being unfairly treated, I'm going to come here and say it, right? Just like if I find Black people, Hispanics, or white are being unfairly treated, I'm going to say it. The wage gap right now, it is such a crock of bullshit, bro. All it is women, a group of women that don't want to embrace their womanly evolutionary duties, and also, you know what I mean, just shit like that. They don't see themselves as a relationship, so the fact that a father gets a boost in his pay when his wife has a kid, that's a problem. It should be commended.
But she not ready to be a woman. That's basically, she's not a woman. She a trans woman.
Bro, what are you talking about, bro?
Because that's what a woman do. Like, you just be satisfied taking care of your baby. You get attached. You understand?
Nah, you could call her like a female or like a girl.
No, she's a woman.
Yeah. She's not a woman. That's not what a woman is.
A woman who complains about...
No, that's not a woman, like, bro. That's a little girl. That's a little girl.
It's like a... Yeah, bro. That's like...
Imagine complaining about being pregnant, though.
So are we all little boys?
Shit, bro. Some women be calling me little
boys.
Are
we all little boys? I didn't ask you a woman.
You can't generalize like that.
Yo, but you are generalizing women who have a certain view as being a little girl.
No, that's a certain portion of women.
So are we little boys? I'm asking you, all three of us in this room right here.
If you have a girl, you gonna help her cook and clean?
Yes.
Are you gonna go to work, go pay and help pay bills or whatever, however you want to do? You gonna do 50-50 or you gonna pay the whole thing?
I want to pay the whole thing.
Are you gonna support your family?
Yes.
You're not a little boy then.
But I'm not doing that right now.
But you're not complaining about it though. You're not complaining about it. They complain about what they naturally have to do.
But there's things I complain about though, and I'm not gonna let someone strip me of my manhood because I complain about something. I'm not gonna say. I guess all I'm saying is
you gonna complain about being a father. She's complaining about being a mother. You doing fatherly things. Imagine complaining about being a mother.
I don't think any mother, and that's my point, I don't think any actual mothers are complaining about the fact that their husband is getting a pay raise because they have to stay home. It's a bunch of little, you're right. It's a bunch of
What are you saying? That's what I'm saying,
it's
bro.
A bunch of little
Imagine
girls
that little girl
there.
getting pregnant. She mad that she a mom.
Once
She
again,
mad. She a woman. You doing woman responsibilities. A man gonna do a man responsibilities.
right?
Come on, Gigi's in the chat. Shout out to
Gigi's in the chat.
Genzu, man.
I forgot. I had one more point on that. Oh yeah, it's crazy that women make less than men. Right? That's a fact based on the gender gap. We just talked about why it's not an issue, but for a fact, women make less than men. But men still have to get out and pump the gas and take the garbage out.
Come on.
Oh my gosh, bro. We were already talking
Man
about this.
still
got
gotta open the door for you?
I got this. Like if I'm bringing home the bacon,
Go ahead.
Bringing home the bacon, and somebody breaks into the house. Hey, baby, go make sure everything is okay down there because you gotta take care of the money. You know what I mean? We gotta keep the money safe. No.
You should do that. Try it.
I don't have a girl.
No, I'm saying when you do it, if she's on that spectrum of feminism, feeling some type of way, act like how a woman would act and see how she feels.
See, that's the thing. If I have an oldie hardcore feminism that says, hey, fuck gender roles, I don't want to cook, clean, take care of the kids, I'm a man, then hey, go be a man. Being a man is tough.
Being a man is tough.
It's a lot going on.
Thank you.
But y'all ain't never had to drop dick for 40 minutes. That shit is hard.
Oh,
for shit. 40. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm a 2-minute man.
Yeah.
What's the longest you ever piped something out for?
Let me see. Probably like 20 minutes.
Golly.
I had to like beat my meat before.
Pussy was trash?
Actually not. Actually it was like 30, 35. But like, yeah, her shit was like dry.
That's trash, yeah.
Yeah, her shit was dry.
You can't
like she like asked for the lube. Like I'm like, yo, what? Like
if you want the
cool
50,
guerrilla warfare for real then.
Yeah, I mean she made me breakfast and shit. Shit was dope.
If you on the 50 and you asking for lube for vaginal sex, something wrong.
Can I ask how old she was?
She was like, I think I was 23. She was 21.
Damn.
Yeah. So she was a little treesh. Just like word of advice, like you got to be mindful with like the art host, bro.
Talking to him about it because I don't think a lot of people.
A
lot of us are not experienced with the art
because
host.
I ain't gonna lie, Kill.
And
like,
don't call them hoes on the show. Yeah. The art ladies.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But
we don't disrespect women like that.
Kill, I definitely. So this is my thing too. Like I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We all fuck with you.
I don't fuck with that nigga.
You know, shout out to a Kill. You know what I'm saying? It's all about.
I fuck with you too.
But like, the only reason why I'm saying this because a Kill brings a whole different world that I feel like me and Nick don't see. You understand
when
what I'm saying?
Malcolm gets real serious and starts talking, his nose flares up.
Come on, you see it. You already know. Shout out to all the, you know what I'm saying? Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. I'm chatting. But no, seriously, like a Kill lives a different lifestyle than the visuals of what me and Nick see in a daily scene. So it's like a blessing to see what you see and how you go through and the ladies you deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like, yeah, I'll just talk about
the art ladies.
Yeah,
as
the
Nick
art
stated.
ladies. Yeah, that's a fact. I'm gonna start saying that moving forward because that's actually a fact.
Respectfully, we ain't trying to disrespect
because
no
they're
women.
cool people. Is at the end of the day.
And by the way, I hope no women takes anything I say as disrespectful. I'm just a real person. I'm gonna like if I have something to say, if I have a belief, I'm gonna say it. If I feel like the gender gap is fake, I'm gonna say it. I love women. I respect women. I respect everybody. Let's go.
Yeah. So yeah. So I remember like my time in school. Like I remember I used to be with like a nice little jaw, and I would be like, word, like she's cool people, feel me? And then like I would hear some shit like, yeah, like I'm with somebody else, and I'm like, oh, you friends with this person I was with previously? And they would be like, oh yeah, and I would just be like, yo, like the initial John that I'm talking to, I would just be like, yo, like to be honest, like I'm just trying to do some calm shit with you, so don't really talk about like me with like other people, you feel me? And then let's just say her name is Kathy, and then she's talking to Becky, right? So Kathy, I'm doing things with Kathy. I'm like, yo, Kathy, don't say nothing. Feel me? It's just you and me, interpersonal. So like Kathy goes ahead and talks to her friend Becky about me. And then Becky just deviously comes behind Kathy's back and then comes to me. And I'm just like, all right, she's throwing it out here. And she's like actually taking initiative. Cause you know, like I never really seen a John take initiative and want me. You feel me? So I'm just
like. A white female?
Art girls.
Like, yeah,
art girls.
So
like
some of them were, and then some of them weren't.
So they art girls.
Yeah, some of them were white, some of them weren't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this situation happened multiple times. So it's not just one. So yeah, so Becky, she would come on to me, and then like she would just like come on to me, and I would just be like, all right, bet, like you're throwing it, fuck it, I'm gonna take it. You feel me?
You
and
whore.
then like, huh?
You whore.
Yeah,
Put the
facts.
Timbs in her face?
Huh?
Put the Timbs on her face.
The Timbs? No, I didn't have Timbs back then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so then she would just come to me, and then like that would just cause conflict between them because they talking about how good my dick is.
Yeah.
And then like they just like I can have the best of both worlds, but like, you know, there's conflict with that, feel me? Because both of them want me.
Where does Karen come into play?
Karen?
Yeah.
Well, like Karen is just like the new John. Karen's the new John right here. So is Kathy and Becky. Karen's the new John right here. But then Karen got friends like Katie and Ashley. So now Katie and Ashley, because Karen talked to Katie and Ashley about it, and then Katie and Ashley like do something with me. You feel me? And then that's even more conflict.
Damn.
Yeah. But I just want to say, like, everybody in my past, I really respect y'all, and y'all know that.
Respect, bro.
They're
Yeah,
part of
facts.
the man that you
So
are today.
why you think these art girls move like that?
Yo, because they have no type of, I don't know, bro. Because all I know is that me doing that shit so much, I had to move out the dorms. And I was like, yo, I'm losing emotion and I'm losing feelings because, like, I'm actually having sex for these women. And I'm like, I don't think I'm really enjoying it. And I'm being used as a piece of property. And then,
You felt like a piece of meat, some would say.
yeah, bro. And then, like, I can't even make them happy because, like, you know, bro, just from a man's aspect, you can never really satisfy every woman's needs. So then they're gonna put the blame back on you. You feel me?
You mean like sexually speaking?
Not sexually, bro. I did that shit. You feel me?
They were happy sexually.
Yeah, some of them were like, how you gonna hit me up and tell me to like, yo, like I want to give you top at the gender neutral bathroom?
You guys had a gender neutral bathroom?
Yeah, it's an art school.
It's an art school.
Was that the heat? Like, is that where shit went down?
I don't know. Like with me, like I just kept it a buck. Like everybody know me too. Like I see a classroom, fuck it, we in the classroom with it. We in the gender neutral, get me top in the gender neutral, calm shit.
That's how Kill pulling up.
Yo, bro, I'm not gonna hold you. Some of these Johns is really with it.
But
because like if you ask a regular John, she's gonna be like, no, what? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Are you like I'm
you
not trying to do that.
Like a girl, like if you go to UC, like a girl that's in the nursing program, she's not gonna do that. She's gonna be like, the skeleton watching. So I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get this A. I gotta go to nursing school.
Yeah.
The art school girls, it's not like this. What in art school? Do you just do your 4 to 6 years and that's it?
Basically, but they like to have fun. So I'm just like, all right. But then I started to realize that like life is not really always about fun.
Talk to him about that. Because that's
like,
a fact.
All right, so like y'all know me and we talked about this shit, and like people gonna say I'm crazy, and like some men gonna think I'm gay, but I'm not. But like sex is not always the thing, you feel me? Like certain women and men too, like they be energy vampires.
Talk about it.
And then like that sex shit is not it because you just fucking the fuck for temporary comfort. Like there's like more than that. Like you can just be with somebody and then just catch a vibe. Like that shit just warms up your soul or just like makes you feel good. You feel me? But then sometimes like even then people be in conflict because people think like, yo, this person's acting this way. Like, let me just suck his dick real quick. I didn't even want that. But if you throwing it to me without really like saying it, like you're not really comforting me that way. You just sucking me up just to like, you're assuming, you feel me?
And there's nothing wrong with that too.
And then like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that personally. But also too, that's some energy vampire shit because you kind of sucking a piece of me.
Nah, you right.
Literally.
She's sucking the white out of your soul.
Yo, there was some dentists that had
shit.
said some crazy shit like that. Like, you know how like you go get the dentist and they put that machine on there to get the saliva out your mouth? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was like, yeah, this shit about to suck all of you. And she said it like twice. I'm like, yo, you wildin'. I ain't gonna cap. You wildin'.
She look good?
Nah. Oh. But you wildin'. We not doing that here. I don't know what you trying to do.
She look good. That sounds like she's hitting on that ass.
Nah.
She might have been hitting on you regardless.
Might have been, but I'm like, yo, shorty, you wildin'. But that's crazy because you right, because that's why all the financial people I follow, they say the same thing. They're like, yo, don't be running around getting all these girls because now you gotta pretend your energy into them. And it's pointless. You're gonna feel like a drained human being over just females.
Yeah,
man, I
bro.
feel like a drained human being over multiple females.
That's a fact. I want to mention this shit too.
I wonder how women feel who are messing with multiple men.
Bro, they don't be like, because I be asking them that sometimes, and they just be like, yo, like, well, one person told me they just wanted to understand like the male's point of view. That's why she was having sex with multiple men.
Okay, you also gotta understand. I'm chatting, bro. I'm sorry. But I was gonna say, you gotta understand that if so, she said she wasn't feeling no type of way when she was doing that.
What, like was
Like
fucking
sleeping
multiple
around,
men?
yeah.
I think she felt some type of way, but she told me she didn't. But she said she was trying to feel like how like a man felt. You feel me? I don't know what that meant.
You got her blocked. You got her blocked.
Nah.
Block her as soon as you leave here. That girl is idiotic.
Yeah, because
What you mean?
You're not gonna feel how a man feels because you sleep
Damn,
around.
bro.
You're gonna feel like a whore of a woman when you do that. You're not gonna feel
because
like
you
a
gotta think
man.
about it. Girls have innies, not outies, bro. It's a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's tough, bro.
What?
You just violated. That's buddies.
Really? Bro, but I mean, you should tell her that.
Nah, I'm taxing, bro. So
you're taxing.
yeah, what we talked about before.
Yeah. But I'm saying though, you should tell her like, yo, if that's really how you was thinking, that's such an idiotic way to think.
Yeah, but you know, you can't really tell people stuff like that because it's gonna go over like people's heads sometimes. Yeah.
Yo, because women are a piece of trophy, not in a bad aspect.
Piece of trophy.
Yo, mom, you know you dropped.
No. Women are a trophy. You understand? Women are
Shout out to
are
Future.
unique, and so basically,
Anybody
wait,
that
hold
think
on.
Malcolm is a feminist, he's been in a 6-year relationship. His lady is happy. Don't judge him. Say what you got to
Yes,
say.
That's a
what
fact.
I'm saying though, I feel like what we are saying though, women in general, women are unique. Women are a piece of gold. Women are something you want to take care of. You understand?
Invaluable.
Yes, women are valuable pieces, valuable things, right? So we want to take care of you.
Things, not people.
It's crazy.
We want
It's called women valuable things.
We want to.
My PS4 is a valuable thing.
Look, we want to take care of you, but if you don't take care of yourself, how you expect us to take care of you?
I'm saying, bro, pack
That's
runner.
what we're saying. Don't be a
Freeloader.
pack runner, bitch.
Yo, by the way, shout out to my grandmother, my beautiful grandmother.
Shout out to grandma.
The head, our Queen
Shout out to
Elizabeth
Granny.
of the Thomas family.
Come on.
I love you. I appreciate you very much with all of my heart. And shout out to all the Auntie Kim. Shout out to my mother, Auntie Abby, Auntie Alicia, Auntie Berthlyn. Am I missing anyone?
Nah.
Kimora, Anika, Chanel,
Yeah, you gotta give them a
Caitlin,
big shout out, big
Auntie
shout out.
Berthlyn. All the women in my family. I love you guys. Happy Women's Month. Have a great month.
Yeah.
Be great at being women. You guys are great at being women. I was raised by some great women.
Come on, talk about it.
And they're also raising some great women. So I love you guys. Have a great happy Mother's when is Mother's Day?
I don't know.
Shouldn't it be this month in Women's Month?
I don't
No,
know,
they
bro.
gotta spread out the money, Nick. You get Christmas, right? Then you get New Year's a few days after. Then you get fucking Valentine's Day. Then you probably get a few birthdays. Then you get St. Patty's Day. Spend more money.
Easter.
And then it's International Women's Month. And then you get Easter. And then
You got summertime.
you got summertime where people just want to go out. Then you got what is it? July 4th.
Yeah, that's when like Father's Day, Mother's Day is around
Father's
that
Day.
area, yeah.
I think Mother's Day's already happened. Mother's Day was January. So Mother's Day is right after New Year's, man. They just want you to spend money.
Can I read a quick article? Akil, you got to get out of here
You
soon,
can't
right?
read.
Yeah, I actually
I can't
do
read.
gotta bounce. So
You got to bounce right now?
yeah, do it. Go ahead.
All right, so the Karen law, you remember what happened in Central Park with the black bird watcher?
No,
most-
I'm not hip.
So as a black bird watcher, he was watching birds. That's what bird watchers do. And this lady, she came up, she started blacking on him. She was choking her dog.
Oh,
She
I
had her
remember
dog-
that. I remember that now. You could continue.
Exactly. And I was supposed to talk about this a few podcasts ago. She was actually sentenced for the crime. She was given mental therapy. So her punishment for that was therapy. My thing was,
She
I
got
don't think she should go to prison, but just don't give her fucking therapy. Like, it's no therapy for racism, is I guess what I'm trying to say.
Is it because what's his name's going to therapy? The basketball player in the Miami Heat.
Once again, that's that little out there. Leave it alone. You can't teach someone to be fucking not racist. It's either you commit a racist act and you truly feel remorseful for it, or you just never not be remorseful for it.
Do you think so?
I think so. I don't
You think that if like you know like the true history, so now we're gonna go back to how like in school they teach you one side of history, right? So if a white kid would go into an all black school where they teaching all about African history, African American history, he would come out a different person than
I
he
agree.
would.
I agree.
Yeah,
you just
so-
changed my mind because education definitely changes opinions.
Yeah, because if you really know why a Jewish person would feel the way if you say a certain term, you wouldn't say that word. If you knew how a black person felt a certain way, if you would say this term or you feel this way towards them, you wouldn't act that way.
Respectfully, you just got me. You just changed my mind on 2 topics this podcast. That has to be a world record. You feel me? Respectfully.
What are the topics? What was
that one? And then when you said little girl shit, you know what I mean? I talked myself into agreeing with you. That was hilarious. So, a New York Attorney General Letitia James sued an upstate ice cream shop owner for allegedly falsely reporting that Black Lives Matter protesters were threatening to shoot him using, for the first time, the law that was prompted by the Central Park Karen situation. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Remember when this is in Schenectady, where I was living. I hate the place, by the way. This reason and for other reasons. But I think I was like, I saw this march going on. Did I call you when there was like a Black Lives Matter march going on when I was still living in Albany?
Yeah, I do remember you calling me.
I think this was it, which is interesting.
Is this an old ass newspaper?
No, this is new. But the law was just, so this is what happened, right? So the guy name was David Elmerhoff. And he owned an ice cream shop in Schenectady called Bumpy's Polar Freeze. And there was a lot, I'm going to put the newspaper down. There was a lot of protesters that came. And because some pictures went viral of him using racial slurs. He said on the text messages, I don't hire black people. That was just one of the things he said. And during the protest, they came. He started calling them niggers. He started saying, get out of here. And they left. He called the cops and said, hey, they just threatened me with a gun. No one threatened him. It was a peaceful protest. It's Albany. This was not Portland or some shit like that. Peaceful. Everything is peaceful. Typical, right? Yeah. And I think I don't know how he's actually being punished, but this judge, New York Attorney General Letitia James, I want to assume she's black. She says she's cracking down on that shit. She's not having it. So I think that's a big win. I think that's a big win for black people. I think that's a big win for society.
W's
in the fucking chat. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a great episode. Very smooth. We chatted. We said a lot of crazy shit. Yeah, women, I love y'all. I'm just Nick Johnson. I'm going to say what I feel. I'm going to feel what I say. And
I love women too.
Yes. Men, let women be women. Women, let men be men. Thank you.
And women, let women be women also. Bro.
Facts. We can't. We do two different things. But we're not going to keep going.
And on the next podcast, we're going to talk about how some women could be the biggest defactors. That's not even a word. See, I'm trying to use big words. Some women could be the biggest enemy in the feminist fight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Nick and Mal show. Is Ginzu.
Ginzu. Are you ain't out?
Tell them, man, where they can find Ginzu at.
Ginzu, you just follow me at GHINZUX. X. Yes, because X is 10 and I'm 10 for 10.
Let's go.
Swish.
You like Giannis in the All-Star game.
Yeah, I don't know.
He didn't miss a shot.
Oh, really?
He went like 16 for 16.
Well, my favorite person is Melo, so shouts to Melo.
Which Melo?
Yep.
Clarify.
Carmelo Anthony.
Nigga, the other one is better.
Yep.
All right,
he's better.
We're not going to talk about that.
Bow!
Yep. Ever told on a nigga? No. Ever squeezed a trigger? Yep. Ever set a nigga up? No. Ever helped a brother out when he was down?